Cancer's cancer no matter how severe it is, be it leukemia, mouth cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it's still scary.
The cancer hasn't changed him. He's the same person regardless.
It was January 2012. And I called my NCOIC at the time and I told him that, hey, I got a fever. He said, go to the emergency room. And so I'm sitting there like, why am I going to the emergency room for a fever? You go to the emergency room when something is actually wrong with you. Funny thing about that, something is actually wrong. They started taking blood. They would go away for about 30 minutes, come back, take some more blood, and then the oncologist comes in. He nonchalantly threw in, hey, you got cancer. And that's when, you know, it hit me. It was like, whoa. I look at him, I said, we said cancer, right? And then he told me he's gonna give me about 5-10 minutes to sit back and think about it. I told him right there on the spot, I said, I only need 5-10 minutes. You know, what's the next step we're gonna do now? I called my mom first. I knew she'd tell my dad, but they're 5,000 miles away. And then, you know, I called Chris. Me and him were roommates and we worked together, so I would go home and he would have constant contact with me.
Everyone's situation is different when it comes to cancer. I can now say that I'm one of those people that's been affected by someone with cancer in their life. And I know that it's helped me become a stronger person because he was a strong person.
Right from the beginning when I found out I had cancer, it was never the boo-hoo, pity party. I was 22, I was not going to let cancer define who I am. God chose to give it to me. Not even for a minute would I take it away or change anything about it.
He's faced it head on. He said, all right, this is what I've got. I may not can beat it, but I'm not going to let it beat me.
Cancer or no cancer, there's no other electrician in the Air Force right now that I would rather work power outage with than staff sergeant work.
My favorite part about my job is the exterior side of the house. Just being able to go out there, dig a ditch, throw the wire in there, do all the big stuff. It's nice to be the go-to guy. You don't have to worry about, oh, am I good at what I do? If you're the go-to guy, you already know that you're good at what you do.
Physically, he's great. Emotionally, he's even better. You know, his cancer's in remission. It's controllable.
I think it's one of them things that is, people don't talk about it that much. When it comes to something that can maybe make you look weaker or something, that they're not going to talk about it. I think that may be the stigma, is that if you have it, you're a weaker person.
They look at me, and every time I tell somebody I have cancer, they're like, you don't look like you have cancer. How am I supposed to look when I have cancer? Like, I can't have hair, I can't have a beard, you know, I'm supposed to be sad, depressed. You know, you can be happy, you can be joyful. Started working out in 2010, got cancer, lost a bunch of weight. Once I started getting into remission, started putting that weight back on. There's therapeutic reasons behind it. I can sit there and just throw my headphones in, get lost from the world and just focus on me. And that's the other thing about it. The gym is one of those things where I focus on me. This is my time. This is what I want. That's what life's about. Life is about doing what makes you happy. You're sitting there and they tell you you can't do something, you know, that makes me just want to prove them wrong and do it even more. So when they're like, oh, well, I don't know if you're going to be able to stay in the military, I said, watch this. And 5 years later, I'm still in, re-enlisted.
He can do whatever he wants to. The sky's the limit for him.
I got a long time before I die. It's going to take a bad mother to get me out this world. And just because someone's got cancer, you know, doesn't mean that they're useless.